Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Monday, December 12, 2022. Stand up for your country. Senator Charles Schumer is the most dangerous man in America. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. Charles is indeed in charge. The Senate Majority Leader has no rival. The Minority Leader, Mitch McConnell, is old and not very effective. And President Biden will never go up against Schumer. So Schumer rules, as they say. Schumer rules. And I want to give you a little bit of insight because I've known this guy for a long time. And he has changed completely because he's a man like Nancy Pelosi who loves power. Power is everything. So Senator Schumer is 72 years old, 24 years in the Senate, 4 terms from New York, of course. At one time, he was a moderate Democrat. It was a guy that, the Republicans could reason with. That's long gone. Now he is a staunch progressive, and I'm going to give you a few examples of the Chuck now and the Chuck then. Roll the tape.
The only way we're going to have a great future in America is if we welcome and embrace immigrants, the dreamers, and all of them, because our ultimate goal is to help the dreamers, but get a path to citizenship for all 11 million or however many undocumented there are here. Illegal immigration is wrong, and a primary goal of comprehensive immigration reform must be to dramatically curtail future illegal immigration.
It's like Biden. It's exactly the same. Okay? And I'll explain why that happened in a minute. But some other examples of him flipping and flopping. So in a Senate floor speech 2017, Chuck Schumer said, quote, Mr. President, the 60-vote bar in the Senate is the guardrail of our democracy. When our body politic is veering too far right or left, the answer is not to dismantle the guardrails or go over the cliff. So he's sticking up for the filibuster in 2017. Not now. Okay, now he says, how can we in good conscience allow for a situation in which the Republican Party can debate and pass voter suppression laws at the state level with only a simple majority vote? So no, filibuster loved it then, not now. Okay, that's 2. All right, here's 3, Iran nuke deal. All right, 2015, Schumer voted against the deal, opposed the deal. Okay, under Trump, Schumer wanted the deal. Same deal. Okay, I could go on and on and on and on. Now, the progressive left bought Schumer. What does that mean? They bought Pelosi and they bought Biden too. That means that the massive amount of money flowing into the Democratic Party comes from people like George Soros, Mark Zuckerberg, the social media titans, Hollywood. And I mean massive amount of money. And they go not to the individual people, Schumer and Pelosi, it goes to political action committees, but the political action committees, all right, pretty much dictate what the Democratic Party's policy is going to be. And Schumer and Pelosi and Biden, they don't fight it anymore. And they didn't really fight it, but there wasn't this organized financial cabal even 8 years ago than there is today. So they bought them, and now they're going to do their bidding. So Chuck Schumer, socialism? Sure. I call it eco-socialism. And it gets to my column that I wrote and filed yesterday on BillO'Reilly.com. And I hope you all read these columns because they are germane to your lives. I'm trying to give you a protective blanket of what's to come, or it may become. So eco-socialism is using the fear of climate change to change the economy from capitalism to socialism. Again, socialism is the government runs the marketplace. It tells O'Reilly how much O'Reilly can earn. It tells you what you can do and not do in the marketplace. what kind of car you can drive, what kind of heat you have in your house, whatever it may be. That's eco-socialism. Schumer's on board with that. Schumer's not going to fight that, okay? So with all the power, and Schumer is just savoring the power. And, you know, when you say, well, is he a good senator? No. He presided over the decline in New York City, where he lives, in Brooklyn. You got to know, he's done absolutely nothing to help with the crime, quality of life, taxes, nothing. He's a terrible senator. He's awful. But he's deeply ingrained in the Democratic machine which runs New York State. So keep your eye on Schumer. Dangerous man. And that's a memo. All right, Joe Biden. Big day for the president. He went to the Toys for Tots event in Arlington, Virginia. That's all he did. Toys for Tots. Now, I like Toys for Tots. I was a tot once, and I like to get toys, so I like Toys for Tots. That's all Biden did the whole day. Now you say, oh, that's not fair, O'Reilly. He probably had meetings. He probably had to. If he had any meetings, it would have been on the schedule. I got the schedule. It's Toys for Tots. So back in the real world, okay, the economy is crushing Americans. Most Americans know it, but they don't seem to care based upon the midterm election vote. So American households, and this comes from Friday's Federal Reserve report, have lost $7 trillion in wealth over the first 3 quarters of this year. That is the worst decline since the Great Depression. $7 trillion of household wealth, our assets, have vanished in the first 3 quarters of 22. The stock market is down 25% year to year. Real wages are falling 3% at this point, and that might get worse. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at a guy, a president, diminished, no doubt, who really didn't do much every day, and then $7 trillion of personal wealth vanishes because of losses in the markets, because of higher prices, because of home valuations falling, whatever it may be. All right? Now think about it. Not since 1929 has this happened. But you'll never hear about it on the corporate media. And the cables, they don't care. It's way too sophisticated for them. They're out trying to solve the Idaho murder. Okay, yeah. $7 trillion of personal wealth disappears. Okay, it's big. Trust me. If you are stuck in a timeshare and you haven't called Lone Star Transfer yet, what are you waiting for? Lone Star Transfer has helped more than 16,000 happy customers. They are family-owned, have a 99% success rate. Their process is done legally, ethically, and quickly. I mean, does it get better than that? The team at Lone Star Transfer will keep you informed every step of the way until you are legally and permanently released from your timeshare. So don't pay another penny for a timeshare you don't use. Get peace of mind today with Lone Star Transfer. They guarantee the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and in a specific time frame. Give Lone Star Transfer a call for a free no-obligation consultation. 855-551-7066, 855-551-7066, or online at lonestartransfer.com. So let's get to the mail on the message board. Remember, if you're a BillO'Reilly.com premium member, there are message boards. Okay, so you discuss what you hear on the No Spin News, what you hear I do on the radio, and you go back and forth, and it's fun. And we monitor it. So we don't allow profanity, no defamation. It's kid-friendly, and it's good, lively back and forth. Okay, and I take some of the mail from the message boards. DK. Brittany Griner was a fortunate tool with the correct woke assets used by a weak president that needed a win no matter what the cost. No real American leader would ever do this trait. I disagree. I would have done it. Now, I wrote a column, okay, entitled The Deal. BillO'Reilly.com has it, DK. I hope you read it. Because there was no choice unless you want to keep this woman in jail over there for 10 years. James, so a basketball player is more important than a Marine veteran. There was no chance to get James Whalen out of there. None. It was not an option that Putin presented. And Putin called all the shots. Again, please read my column. George Pevarnik, Las Vegas. This weekend, Mike Pompeo stated that we are a nation of laws. I disagree. Just look at the Biden not enforcing laws concerning immigration. Okay, so Mr. Pompeo was talking in theory. On the books, with the Constitution and federal and state and local laws, we are a country that is ruled by responsibility. You follow the rules or you get punished. But now the punishment is gone in many places. And for whatever reason, the President of the United States says, I'm not enforcing immigration law. He could get impeached for that. Now, I don't know whether they're going to do that or not, but he could. Absolutely valid. Absolutely. Raymond Vath, Glenwood Springs, Colorado, right outside of Aspen. Hey, Bill, I heard your story relating to nonstop crime. I'm a retired police officer. The other day, I was in the Kroger market and I watched a bunch of urchins running around, grabbing donuts and pastries and eating them right in front of the store employees. Some of them even ran outside with stuff in their backpacks without paying. So I asked one of the clerks, why put up with this? And she said, that's what management wants. That's true. There's a lot of that going on. The management doesn't want the hassle. They'll let them go. If I owned a store, that wouldn't be happening. Kevin Donahue, Hampton Bays. As a passionate pizza purchaser and a fellow Long Islander, your short account of the other night about inflation and its correlation to pizza took the words right out of my mouth. I made a small clip of the segment, sent it to about a dozen of my friends and family. Thank you for being the voice and staying in touch with the regular folks. Look, I am a regular folks. People, I haven't changed. I'm the same. I'm not the same materially, but here, I remember how my parents struggled. Sarah Shaver of Valdez, North Carolina, finally become a premium member. Thank you, Sarah. Been enjoying all the extra perks. I chose Killing the Killers on CV to give to my husband for a Christmas present so he can listen to it on his commute. He's been reading through all the Killing books this year. I'm looking forward to using my 10% discount in the Bill O'Reilly online store. Hey, Sarah, thank you for the great commercial. So you become premium member, you get 10%. I think concierges get 15 of everything we have. So that pays for the membership. Okay. Elmer, concierge member. Thank you, Elmer. You are my North Star, Bill. God love you. I hope he does. Voracious reader, read all the Killing books, reading 7 books currently. Wow, Elmer. Listen to music every day. It soothes my soul. Music. They got this YouTube now. You can get everything. You agitated, you like this. Put a lot of Sade. Got a little Luther Vandross. Calm me right down. Okay, BillO'Reilly.com. Now, I tried to order something, a present, and they can't get it to me for Christmas. I don't do that, but my assistants do. So on BillO'Reilly.com Christmas, so we get it for you. You'll get it. Everything we have. Right? The Christmas ornaments, the mugs. And I love the mugs because they're perennials. And we got no spin mugs now, new ones. And then we got Stand Up for Your Country, the perennials. So get the mugs. And then all the bumper stickers, Magnetic Life, Live the Smart Life, Stand Up for Your Country, all of that. Okay, so go to BillO'Reilly.com, Christmas/Hanukkah store. Word of the day. This is my favorite word. and I used it, I've used it before, but I love this word. Do not be a poltroon, Poltroon. Right back with a final thought. Inflation at its highest level in 40 years, interest rates skyrocketing, we all know that. Market experts like Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, not only predict a recession, but are using scary terms like economic hurricane and unprecedented. So, you need to call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Please call them today, and they will have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers, are the highest rated firm in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. Okay, here is the final thought of the day. As I mentioned before, go to Amazon and you punch up Killing the Legends, okay, the lethal danger of celebrity. It'll pop up, and there will be a whole bunch of stuff there describing the book, whatever. But there'll be reviews. I think there are 2,000 reviews on Legends now and growing. Now, Legends has a 92% favorable rating, excellent rating, from people who have read the book and bought from Amazon. That's higher than any of the other 11 killing books. And I think Jesus is a little teed off. Okay? So I'm going, what is it? I never expected this to be the highest. So a guy named Thomas Moody, he writes, quote, a transcendent book that looks at a unique view of death among the popular culture. I thought that this work combined a great combination of history and introspection, and I recommend it right up there with all the other killing installments in this series, unquote. Well, I appreciate that, Thomas. Very nice of you to write that review. The book is more than people think it is. And when you think about our cultural history, what we're going through now with the pot and the kids, that's my message of the day, the pot and the kids. It all started with these icons, Presley, Lenin, and Muhammad Ali. So I hope you will check it out. Now, to make it affordable, because we know every book, every movie, every product is way down because of the inflation. So people don't have the money they had 2 years ago when Killing the Killers was out. They don't have it. All right? So they're not spending. So we've done something that we hope will be very good for you. Put the 3 latest books, Killing the Mob, Killing the Killers, Killing the Legends, in one group. And we're giving you $35 off. Now, if you've read any or all, give them as gifts. If you haven't read them, then you're going to enjoy them, all 3 of them. They're all very different, but they'll all hold your attention. So we did this to basically give everybody a break. I'm not price gouging. All my prices are the same as they were last year, I think. And my staff will correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we kept everything the same. And the final thing is we have all 12 killing books. You've heard about the 12 days of Christmas, right? My true love gave to me. So let me give you a tip. You don't want the swans running around the house. That's not a good thing, okay? So the 12 days of Christmas, you give 1 killing book each day. So no swans, because the swans are kind of messy. You want the swan, what are they? There's lords leaping. You don't want lords leaping in the house. Why do you want lords leaping in the front yard? Right? That sends a message that's very, and it'll confuse the urchins. Hey, Ma, there's lords leaping in the front yard. You don't want the lords leaping. All right, you got to feed the lords, then you got to, give them perks, and they might go on strike, and then the lords are going to frighten the swans. You don't want to get into this. All right, the 12 Days of Christmas, you got the 12 killing books. Okay? Now, just for creativity, you should buy Killing the Legends, just for that. Okay, I will be here, God willing, the entire Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday cycle. We got Michelle Bachman. I haven't seen her in a long time on Wednesday. She's coming on up. And we are on it for sure. We appreciate all of you listening to the No Spin News on our radio stations across the country. And of course, watching us each evening. We'll see you tomorrow. There is a concerted effort to intimidate and silence conservative thinkers, rewrite American history, and replace our God-given individual liberty with big government controls. The very freedoms secured by our Constitution are now being threatened by the most liberal leftists our nation has ever seen. They have failed to secure our borders, weakened our position on the global stage, are trying to indoctrinate and corrupt our children in school, and the list goes on and on. But there are plenty of patriots with the courage to stand up to the far left. AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, is the leading conservative advocacy and benefits organization in the USA. I am a member, and I hope you will join as well. AMAC members have access to money-saving benefits, a robust website and mobile app, and a magazine filled with all kinds of great content. So please join AMAC today at amac.us and tell them O'Reilly sent you. That's amac.us.